everyone. This is Faith at Faith and Books. How are you doing? I know I just put up a video a couple days ago. I don't usually put them up this close together, but I'm feeling a little tired and discouraged today, so I thought I would do something fun and put up my Victober plans. So Victober is very meaningful to me because that's what inspired me to start my channel. I remember I vaguely knew about BookTube because I had looked up videos on things that, like if I was reading a book and I wanted to hear other people's opinions, I would Google and find videos. And I think I stumbled across Katie at Books and Things. And so sometimes she would come up in my feed and her Victober announcement, I guess it was 5 or is it going on 6 years ago? Anyway, I saw that and then I saw Kate Howe's and I thought, I want to do that. Is it possible? See, I didn't even know that, you know, a lot of people just participate in BookTube by commenting. I thought I had to make a channel. I basically thought that's how you participated. So I made a YouTube channel. It was easy enough that even I, who am not tech savvy whatsoever, managed to do it. So that's what started me on Victober. So anyway, so this Victober, well, let's see, back in July, I think, I was thinking I was gonna just disregard all the formal stuff going on, you know, the prompts and everything, and just making an all trollop Victober, because I have all these trollop books that I have that were my mother's. I'm keeping them from my family and on my bookshelf, and I really have been trying to work my way through them, and I haven't been very you know, I haven't been very focused on it. So I thought that, well, that's what I'll do. But then I heard from Kate Howe's Victorian Book Club, I guess it was in August maybe, where they were going to read Our Mutual Friend by Charles Dickens. And what they were going to do is they were going to start it in September. And so I have started it. You can see how far I am. I'm really enjoying it. This is good for at least 3 of the prompts that I know of so far. I'm really enjoying it. Sometimes I'm a little bit ahead, sometimes I'm a little bit behind. I just caught up and I'm right on, I think, what I need to read today. They have a reading schedule posted at the Discord. And so yes, I am enjoying this very much, and it's put me in the mood. I never, you know, tried to prepare for Victober in September by reading Victorian literature, but it is putting me in the mood. So I am enjoying this very much. So that's one thing that I plan to read. And then back in February, I think, I did a buddy read with Katie at Books and Things, and we read La Vendée by Trollope. So she's trying to finish up all the Trollops. I think Trollope wrote 47 books, and she's just about at the end of that. She's just about to complete having read all of Trollope's works. I'm only about, I think I've read 20 or 21 of his books. And I started this one actually earlier in the year. This is the one that we're going to buddy read for this Victober. It's the McDermotts of Ballycloran, and I've talked about it earlier this year on this channel, and I had to DNF it. I think it was maybe when my eyes were going bad, or maybe I just, you know, I always bite off more than I can chew in terms of reading, because I am a slow reader. But anyway, but I liked it. I just didn't keep reading it for whatever reason. I can't remember now why. So so I'm looking forward to reading this now. I think this is his second novel, and it is set in Ireland, and I'm really looking forward to buddy reading this. And I think we're buddy reading it in the first half of October. So this is going to be my big focus. I'm not going to read the group read of Hester for Victober. So I wish I could, but I think that would be too ambitious. I do want to check out Margaret Oliphant, that author, but anyway, but I'm going to do this. So I'm looking forward to reading this, buddy reading it with, I'm at a park where they have camping and stuff. You can see the RV go by. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm excited about this, reading this Anthony Trollope with Katie. And then I thought, if I'm going to have to focus the first half of Victober on Anthony Trollope, then, I mean, on the McDermotts of Ballycloran, then I can read maybe shorter works towards the end of it, because I had gotten this in a recent book haul, and I went to read Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I thought I want to read it close to Halloween. So I think I'm also going to read this for Victober. And then I thought I'll read a couple of short works. I'm going to be doing my shorty September and October. And I want to read another Anthony Trollope, because I am still trying to work through all the Anthony Trollope. Harry Heathcote of Gangoil. This is a tiny thing. It is 107 pages. And I think I could get it worked in. I took this with me to Alaska, but I never did get to it. So anyway, so I'm going to try and read that as well, second half of Victober. And then I have read, I've read the first novella here, Nina Balatka. And now I want to do Linda Tressel, the second one. So this is a bind-up of 2 novellas. And I did the math, and I think this is only like 164 pages or something like that. So it's also a short work. So I think I'll do these 3 short works in the second half of October. 2 of them are Trollope's, and then one of them is Robert Louis Stevenson, and that'll be my Halloween read. And then I think I mentioned in another video that I kept reading things where Tennyson was mentioned. So I decided I wanted to read some Tennyson for Victober. And I was interested in Idols of the King, but it's long. It's like it's 12 poems, and it's all about King Arthur. And I don't know if I'm up for that. And also I don't have a copy of it, and I'd have to read it online on my Kindle, and or I'd have to buy it. And I just don't know if I'm up for that. So what I decided to do instead is read a few of his maybe slightly longer poems, not the real short ones. Like in this one, I think The Lady of Shalott. I might have already read The Lady of Shalott, or at least part of it at some point in my life, but I'll read it completely. And then in here, oh wait, now what were the poems? There were a couple of other long poems that are in here. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's in the other. Anyway, I think there was one called Lady Clare, and there was another one. Shoot, what was it? Let me look up. Anyway, those. I was thinking of reading 3. Oh, The Lotus Eaters. 3 of his longer poems, but not as long as the Idols of the King. So anyway, so that's what I plan to do. I'm just going to pull longer sort of narrative poems by Tennyson out of these anthologies that I happen to have. So that's what I plan to read, and I wrote down the prompts. So there's 10 prompts because there's 10 co-hosts, because there's 10. Victober is 10 years old. I've only been participating for the last 5 years, I believe. But anyway, so there's these 10 prompts. And I should list the co-hosts below too. I'll try to do that when I put this up. But for Kate Howe's, it had something to do with friendship. I have very cryptic notes, so let's see if I can remember what the prompts are. And I know that our mutual friend, it's in the title, has to do with friendship. There's a friendship between Eugene and Mortimer. And there's a friendship between Lizzie and Jenny Wren. I can't remember now her last name. But anyway, there are friendships going on in that one. So it definitely fulfills that prompt. And then Katie at Books and Things said, read something that's not a novel. Well, I'm planning on reading Tennyson. So I'm going to read poetry. Marissa said, read something that has a change in class status, and our mutual friend is definitely about that, because there are people trying to move up in various ways. The Boffins have inherited money, and so my face looks really red. I don't know why. My face keeps getting red. Is it the light? I don't know what it is. Anyway, pardon my red face. And then, let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, so our mutual friend would fulfill Marissa's change in class status because the Boffins inherit money, and then other people are trying to, move up in class status through education. And then Roz has empire spotting, which I haven't done yet, but I think I can do. I just have to be more aware of it when I'm reading. Elizabeth, I don't think I follow Elizabeth. I'm not sure the name of her channel. She said an underrated Victorian woman author. I think if I was reading Hester by Margaret Oliphant, that would qualify, but I don't think I can fit that in, so I'm not going to do that challenge. Then Hannah at Hannah's Books. Gee, I've been following her for ages. I can't quite remember the name of her channel. That's not good. But anyway, she said something to do with education. Our mutual friend fulfills that. And I'm assuming you can double up on these prompts with a book. A book can be more than one prompt. Then Jess, I'm not familiar with Jess. Hers was Step Back in Time, read historical fiction that was written in the Victorian era. And I don't know if this quite works, but I'm going to make it work. Tennyson, his, like The Lady of Shalott, is written from Arthurian legends, so that's back in time. And I think the other poems I'm going to read are, say, kind of have a medieval feel to them. So I'm going to squeeze in Tennyson into Jess's prompt or her challenge. And then Milena, and I'm not familiar with Milena, she said spin a color wheel and read a book with a color. I'm not going to do that one. And then Roy Reads Anything, and he has a really good channel. I like his channel a lot. He said read a Victorian work of fantasy. Well, I'm going to read Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, so I think that would qualify. And then Catherine at Taking Tea with Catherine said find some kind of Austen connection, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to do that by reading Trollope. There's something in there, like just that there's a clergyman or something. Something will be... I think I'll be able to contrive some sort of Austen connection from reading Trollope. So yeah, so I think that if I do all this, I will I'll fulfill 8 prompts. So they have different levels. If you fulfill 3 prompts, 1 to 3, you're a Macabre. If you fulfill 4 to 6 prompts, you're Jane Eyre. If you fulfill 7 to 9 prompts, you're Sherlock Holmes. And if you do all 10, you're Dracula, because you have to have supernatural power in order to fulfill all 10 prompts. So I think I'm going to do 8. So I think I could be Sherlock Holmes. We'll see if it works out that way. So anyway, so that is my Victober TBR, and I have to run errands today. I'm doing a lot of volunteer work at my church this week, and then next weekend, I'm making this on a Friday. So not this weekend, but next weekend, I'm hosting a little tea party. My daughter's coming down from Philadelphia, and we're going to host a tea party, and that'll be fun. But I think I'm going to be focused on cleaning my house and baking and stuff like that. And so probably I'm not going to make a video next week. Probably not. Wouldn't be till... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get around to making a video. Okay, so I hope you are doing well. I hope my face calms down, stops being so red. And happy reading. Bye.